don't make art based on rules. You know what I mean? Like, I was never taught that way. I taught myself. What's up, y'all? This is BXLYFE, and we're here with Remezcla Mis. When I was in like elementary school, you know how they ask everyone, so like, where are you from? And I was like, you know, I'm Gio, I'm Giovanni, I'm Nuyorican. And the teacher looks at me like, what's that? That's not a thing. So then I go to my mom and she's like, she just started laughing once I tell her. And she's like, oh, you mean it's a thing, New York and Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? So that just kind of like shaped my life, a balance of both. When I was in high school, I took a mixed media class and they was teaching me about like superimposing, which is basically all this stuff is. It started with photo paper. From printing out Walgreens and stuff, they used to give me like a whole bunch of photos. I just used a whole bunch of different photos I had, and again, the same concept, superimposing. I posted on Twitter and it went crazy and I was so confused. I was like, what does this mean? That was like my first time really having anything like go like a little crazy, whatever. So the Claremont twins was one of my first clients when I was in high school. They used to pay me. So I was like, yo, I'm rich. Like, I could do this. I don't need school. I don't need college. I figured it out. Then eventually my friend, Killer Cam, shout out you, Cam, because you told me to come to LA. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I ended up meeting Jid through that whole experience. Jid eventually ended up taking me on tour. And we did like 8 tours around the world. I was probably out there shooting on like a $35 camera or like $20 camera. Some of the best photos I took in my life. Like, I still wonder like how I took those, but it's just like in the moment, it's in the hustle, you know what I mean? That moment was very pivotal for me because I got to be out there on my own. And this is like my first real experience of having that vehicle again, like I said, and bringing it somewhere and really like taking advantage of the opportunity that I was given. I'm not really a painter. I like burning stuff. The point of how I started the burning, crazy story, but I got to tell y'all this. I was going through my stuff and I seen a photo of like an ex and I was like, nah, I got to get this energy out of here. I took the photo, I started burning it. I was like, nah, this got to go. And I was like, whoa, like this is crazy. The way it was like bubbling, the textures and everything, it just messed me up. It started out with something simple like this is just burnt. It's no paint. And then this is paint with the burn. And this is paint with the burn with adding in other images. And then, you know, like just transferring it to something like this, where it's like the flag. So the story with the flag and Bad Bunny having it on stage, it was kind of crazy. So the original idea I had for that, I was just gonna give out like 50 flags to all the like fans and stuff going to the concert. And I was like, yo, this is like my guerrilla marketing tactic of like how to get that out there. I went to the first show, the residency, which was so crazy to see. Just see how well Bad Bunny embodies Puerto Rico. Randomly, my father ended up being out there too. And he was going to the show on the 2nd or 3rd day. I forgot which day it was. But I gave him a flag as well. He actually threw the flag on the stage and Bad Bunny picked it up and started singing with it for a little bit and then, you know, eventually threw it back or whatever. But that's how that happened. You just kind of like got to shoot your shot. Whether it's not you doing it, your friends, your family, you know, someone's always going to be there and like stick up for you or spread your message. It's much deeper than just a flag. It's a tribute to our fight. It's a tribute to our power and our legacy as Puerto Ricans. I just want to keep that going. My brand, which is like distortionist character. That's what this flag is, you know, is everything that's burnt or the flames, you know, that give it all gives it character at the end of the day. Just seeing how people react to my rendition of the flag and just understand it sometimes without even me having to explain it, like that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me motivated. Like doing these sneakers and stuff really like allowed me to move my passion past photos onto different items. Cause then after that became this. As we were making the first batch of hats, Omi got a call from Rocky and he was like, yo, like I need that. Then like the 2nd, 3rd day, the Claremont twins saw it. And it was like, we had like $1 million campaign just off of like our network, our friends, our family. Like other brands and stuff really can't pay for stuff like that. Being Puerto Rican and being a New Yorker is polar opposites, but it's kind of the same scale and it kind of balances each other's out. Like my mom, my grandma, like they repurpose a lot of things, whether it's like the cookie jar, whether it's the stove to put pots in, like a lot of this stuff is all repurposed stuff. This is giving it a new life. At the end of the day, I just want everyone to know, you know, distortion is character. Be you. Don't let no one tell you no. As long as you know what you're doing and you know the path that you're going to and you have a plan, nothing's inevitable. Like whatever you want to happen is gonna happen. You have to put that into your craft and you really have to elevate yourself. Like no one's really gonna do that stuff for you except for yourself.